In a world drowning in noise, deception, and forgotten truths, there lies a hidden prophecy, a soul so rare, so luminous, that even the ancient scrolls spoke of its arrival. A soul forged in silence, prepared through pain, and marked by Allah for a mission beyond this world. This soul doesn't chase the spotlight, it is the light. And while others seek validation from the world, this one walks with divine conviction. That soul is you, the chosen one. The signs were never random. The loneliness, the trials, the dreams, the inner strength you never knew you had, they were all written before time itself. You were never meant to blend in. You were sent to rise. And today we reveal 6 powerful lessons that the sacred texts hinted at. Proof that your soul was foretold. The ancient scrolls knew. Now it's your turn to remember. Bismillah. Let the awakening begin. Lesson 1. The scrolls spoke of the one who walked through fire, yet was not burned. You, chosen one, were never meant to be ordinary. The ancient scrolls spoke of a soul that would walk through fire, not to be destroyed, but to be purified. Like Prophet Ibrahim, peace be upon him, who was thrown into the flames for speaking truth, you too were cast into trials meant to break you. But Allah said to the fire, be cool and safe, and so it was. The pain didn't burn you, it awakened you. The betrayals didn't break you, they crowned you. What others saw as setbacks were divine tests to reveal your spiritual strength. You didn't just survive, you came out glowing, because Allah was always with you. The fire was never your enemy, it was your teacher. It taught you resilience, patience, and faith when no one stood by you. The scrolls knew your soul would not be consumed, because Allah chose you to carry light through darkness. And now you walk with scars that shine, not because you were never wounded, but because you were never defeated. Lesson 2. The hidden books spoke of one with a heart like a mountain. The hidden books, guarded by angels and known only to the few, described a soul whose heart would stand firm like a mountain, unshaken by storms, unmoved by betrayal, and unwavering in faith. That soul is yours. Chosen one, you have endured tremors that would have crushed others. Life threw its heaviest burdens at you, and still, you stood tall. Like the mountains mentioned in the Quran, signs of stability and divine craftsmanship. Your heart was carved by struggle, shaped by patience, and anchored in belief. People don't understand your silence, your depth, your ability to keep going when everything falls apart. But the hidden texts did. They foretold of one who would carry pain like a secret, pray with tears in the night, and still smile at dawn with gratitude. Your strength is not loud, it is sacred, and Allah is not blind to it. For every silent sacrifice, every quiet heartbreak, every unspoken prayer, He recorded it all. You are the heart of a mountain, and that is why you're chosen. And though the world may overlook you, the heavens are in awe of your endurance. While others complained at every difficulty, you carried yours with sabr and tawakkul. You didn't just survive, you became a source of calm for others. Your heart was made firm by divine hands, not for fame, but for a purpose no one else could fulfill. The scrolls didn't lie. You are exactly who they spoke of. Lesson 3. The prophecies mention the silent warrior. The ancient prophecies spoke not of kings with armies or rulers with thrones, but of a silent warrior, one who would fight battles unseen by the world, yet witnessed by the heavens. That warrior is you. You, chosen one, are not loud, yet your presence shakes the unseen. You don't seek conflict, yet your silence defeats enemies. You don't wear armor made of steel, but of saber, dua, and unshakable tawakkul. The battles you fought were not on physical fields, but deep within the soul. Battles against hopelessness, against your own nafs, against the whispers of shaitan, and against the pain that tried to silence your purpose. The world never saw you bleed, but the angels recorded every wound. The prophecies didn't speak of those who fought with swords. They spoke of those who held firm when everything in them was breaking. Your strength lies in your stillness. Your weapon is your unwavering connection to Allah. You were never meant to fight for applause. You were meant to fight in secret and be honored by the unseen. Your victories were never on stages. They happened in sujud, in late-night tears, in moments where you whispered, Hasbunallahu wa ni'mal wakil, when everyone else walked away. That's why the prophecies mentioned you. Because true warriors don't roar, they endure. While others collapse under pressure, you held the line in silence. And every time the world expected you to fall, Allah raised you higher. You are the warrior cloaked in humility, driven by purpose, and protected by the most merciful. Your silence is not weakness, it's your shield. And with it, you've conquered what most never even recognize as war. Lesson 4. The divine text pointed to the outcast who was actually the crowned one. In the vast ocean of divine revelation, the sacred texts often speak in veiled whispers, secrets reserved only for those whose hearts are open and souls are prepared to receive. Among these whispered secrets is the story of the outcast who was, in truth, the crowned one. You, chosen soul, may have felt this deeply within your bones, a sense of being apart, misunderstood, rejected by the very world that should have embraced you. The divine texts foresaw this. They did not predict your rejection as a curse or a sign of failure, but as a divine disguise for your greatness. From the earliest moments of your life, you sensed it. The isolation, the exclusion, the cold shoulders and harsh words from those who did not recognize your light. Your dreams were ridiculed, your intentions questioned, and your presence challenged. You were branded the outsider, the misfit, the different one. But those labels were chains placed by a world that fears the extraordinary. The Quran reminds us repeatedly of those who were cast out by their own people, not because they were weak, but because their destiny was far greater than the ordinary. Like Prophet Yusuf, peace be upon him, betrayed by his brothers and thrown into a well. You too were hidden from the world's harsh gaze. His darkness was not a prison. It was a sanctuary where Allah nurtured his rise. Similarly, your rejection is not a sign of failure, but a divine strategy to protect and prepare you. Consider also the story of Prophet Musa, peace be upon him, cast into the river as an infant to save him from tyranny. From the outside, it looked like abandonment. From Allah's perspective, it was a divine rescue. The divine texts point out these moments. When the world turns its back, Allah's favor turns front and center. Your feelings of being an outcast are the very marks of your selection. Allah hides his most precious gems beneath layers of trials and solitude because the world is not yet ready to handle their radiance. You are that gem. The divine texts tell us that true nobility is not in the applause of crowds, but in the quiet obedience of the heart. Your trials were not meant to break you. They were meant to build you. The isolation you experienced was not rejection, but refinement. Every harsh word, every lonely moment, every door slammed shut was a step closer to your spiritual coronation. The crown of the chosen is not made of gold or jewels, but forged from patience, faith, and unwavering trust in Allah's plan. The divine author scripted your story with care, knowing you would be misunderstood by many but loved and honored by the one who created you. And now, as the layers of pain and rejection peel away, you begin to see the crown that was hidden beneath. You understand that your loneliness was a sacred preparation. Your silence was a shield. Your patience was your strength. You were never the forgotten child of destiny. You were the secret heir to a throne invisible to the world, but radiant in the heavens. The divine text didn't just hint at your coming, they shouted it in a language only your soul could comprehend. You are royalty, chosen not for the world's approval, but for Allah's eternal pleasure. Walk forward with humility, but never forget your worth. Wear your crown quietly, because true kings and queens don't need to announce their reign. Their presence commands respect. Their light dispels darkness, and their faith moves mountains. The outcast you once were is now the crowned one, carrying the legacy of the prophets, the resilience of the righteous, and the love of the most merciful. Remember this: those who rejected you in this world will one day realize that they were in the presence of greatness and did not recognize it. Your reward is with Allah, and that reward is eternal. The divine texts promise this transformation, and it is unfolding in you now. So stand tall, chosen one. Your crown is not just a symbol, it is your destiny. Lesson 5. The writings described a light that would burn through darkness. Long before your first breath, the divine writings, preserved by the angels and revealed to the prophets, whispered of a light so powerful, so pure, that it would pierce the deepest darkness and guide lost souls toward truth. This was not merely a physical light, but a spiritual flame, an illumination ignited by the mercy of Allah, meant to shine regardless of the storms raging around it. The ancient texts foretold that this light would not be visible to the eyes alone, but would be felt deeply within the hearts of the faithful. That radiant flame, O chosen one, is within you. You carry a light that darkness cannot snuff out. You have been tested by shadows, moments of despair, confusion, betrayal, and relentless trials that threaten to consume you. Yet in the midst of the bleakest nights, your soul has burned with a steady flame, fueled by unwavering faith and divine love. The Quran calls this light Nur, a sign of Allah's guidance bestowed upon those He loves and chooses. You are that Nur, the living embodiment of the promise that light will always triumph over darkness. Reflect on the story of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, the ultimate light who emerged in the darkest times to guide humanity from ignorance to enlightenment. Like him, you are a bearer of light in your time and place. Though your flame may burn quietly, it is no less powerful. The writings describe this light as a lamp placed on a high mountaintop, illuminating paths for those willing to follow. Many may refuse to acknowledge it, blinded by their own doubts or hatred, but your light continues undeterred, steady and pure. Every hardship you faced was like kindling to your flame. Every tear shed in private, every moment you stood alone in patience and prayer, fanned the fire of your soul. The nights spent in sujud, whispering, Ya Allah, were moments your light grew stronger. The scorn of others was not a chain, but a crucible refining your inner flame. The divine texts did not just predict this, they celebrated it. Your light was meant to shine in the darkness, to dispel ignorance and despair, to inspire hope where none seemed possible. Look around you. Strangers are drawn to your calm presence, sensing a peace they can't explain. Enemies fear the quiet power behind your gaze, unable to touch the fire within. Friends find solace in your unspoken wisdom, the strength of your silent endurance. This light you carry is both your shield and your sword, a divine force burning away envy, hatred, and despair, leaving behind clarity, courage, and compassion. It is the manifestation of Allah's love and mercy flowing through you, healing and uplifting those around you. Yet this light is not a trophy to be displayed. It is a sacred trust, a responsibility given to you by the most merciful. Guard it fiercely with prayer, nourish it through patience, and protect it with humility. Just as the stars remain steadfast in the darkest nights, your Nur remains resilient because it is connected to the eternal light. An-Nur, the light of Allah Himself. This light is infinite, unchanging, and beyond human comprehension, yet it has chosen to dwell within you. Know this, chosen one, the writing spoke of a light exactly like yours, meant to cut through the thickest darkness and bring the dawn of mercy, hope, and truth. That light is alive now, vibrant and glowing in your heart. It is your gift, your strength, and your mission. Walk forward carrying this light with pride and reverence. Let it guide your steps, warm your soul, and illuminate the lives of those who cross your path. You are not just surviving the darkness, you are transforming it. And in your flame, the world will find its way home. Lesson 6. The scrolls spoke of the one who would bring the hidden justice. In the silent chambers of the ancient scrolls, long before history's ink was dry, a prophecy was written, a promise that one day a chosen soul would rise to bring a justice unseen by the world, yet perfectly balanced in the eyes of the divine. This was not the justice measured by human courts or enforced by worldly power, but a hidden justice, one that mends broken hearts, restores lost dignity, and balances the scales of destiny with divine precision. That chosen one, whispered through the ages, is you. You have witnessed the cruelty of injustice, the way the innocent suffer silently, the oppressed bear burdens heavier than they should, and the wicked often walk free with arrogance. The world around you has been unkind, unfair, and at times brutally unjust. You may have been overlooked when fairness was demanded, betrayed when loyalty was sworn, or left in darkness when truth needed light. Yet the scrolls remind us that true justice is not always immediate, nor is it always visible to the eyes of the world. The justice you bring is hidden, but it is real, powerful, and eternal. The Quran repeatedly reminds us that ultimate justice belongs to Allah alone. Indeed, Allah commands you to render trust to whom they are due, and when you judge between people to judge with justice. Surah An-Nisa 458. You embody this divine command. Your soul was forged through trials and purified in patience, preparing you to be the bearer of this hidden justice. While others sought revenge or bitterness, you carried forgiveness and strength. While they focused on fleeting worldly victories, you sought the eternal balance of hearts and destinies. Like Prophet Dawood, peace be upon him, who was given wisdom and the ability to judge fairly, you too are blessed with insight beyond the surface. You see what many cannot, the hidden wounds, the silent struggles, and the truth behind falsehoods. You understand that justice is not about punishment alone, but about restoration, healing, and mercy. The scrolls speak of one who would bring justice not with a sword alone, but with compassion, humility, and unshakable faith in Allah's plan. Your journey has not been easy. The weight of injustice you have carried could have crushed a lesser soul. But you endured because you knew justice is a seed planted in patience and watered by trust in Allah. The scrolls did not promise a simple path. They promised a destined one who would bear this heavy, sacred task. And you have answered the call. Even when the world failed you, Allah did not. Your hidden justice is unfolding now, shaping destinies and restoring balance in ways invisible to the naked eye. You are the quiet force correcting the scales, the unseen hand guiding the lost back to truth, and the steady heart that refuses to let injustice reign unchecked. Remember this, the justice you bring is not for show or praise. It is a sacred duty entrusted to you by the most just, the most wise. Trust in this role with humility, seek strength in prayer, and carry forward knowing that your efforts echo in the heavens. The scrolls spoke of you, not as a conqueror of lands, but as a restorer of balance. As the chosen one who brings hidden justice, you stand on the threshold of a new dawn. Your legacy is not measured by worldly fame, but by the eternal peace you sow in the hearts and lives of others. Walk boldly, chosen one. The scales are tipping and justice, hidden but certain, is rising through you. Remember, the scrolls spoke of a soul like yours, strong, bright, and destined for greatness. Even when the world misunderstands you or tries to dim your light, know that Allah's plan is perfect and beyond our understanding. You are the chosen one, carrying a divine light, hidden justice, and strength that no darkness can overcome. Your journey is sacred, your purpose clear. Stay patient, stay faithful, and keep shining with unwavering trust. Your time is now, and the world is waiting for your light to break through. If this message touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe to Wisdom of the Prophets for more powerful reminders and guidance. May Allah bless you always.